The Saga of Oghuz Khan. Chapter 1. The Child of Light. Close your eyes. Let the world fade away. Tonight, I will tell you a story born from the winds of the Central Asian steppes, a tale that lives not in books, but in the whispers of the ancestors. This is the legend of Oghuz Khan. Long, long ago, before nations had names, and before time had kings, there was only sky above, grass below, and the sound of hooves echoing across the earth. In a tribe of proud riders and fearless hunters, a woman lay beneath the stars. One night, as the moon slept and the fire burned low, a beam of light descended from the sky. It touched her forehead like a warm hand, and she dreamed of wolves, fire, and a boy with eyes of sky. That night she gave birth to a child. He did not cry. He opened his eyes, and the elders gasped. His eyes were blue like the eternal sky. His hair was black as the midnight steppe. They named him Oghuz. Oghuz grew, but not like other children. At 1 moon old he could crawl. At 3 moons he walked. At 6 he spoke with wisdom beyond his age. By the time he was 1 summer old, he had already made his first bow from a tree branch. The animals of the steppe seemed to pause when he passed. The horses stood still. The wolves followed him at a distance, not as hunters, but as guardians. One day, a dark creature came to the lands, a beast with eyes like fire and claws that left marks on stone. The tribe feared it. They left offerings, whispered prayers. But the beast grew bolder. It took food, then animals, then lives. While the tribe trembled, Oghuz stood, barely older than a child. He mounted a horse. He took his bow. He rode into the night where the beast waited. The sky was silent. The grass held its breath. And then a single arrow. One cry. Silence again. Oghuz returned at dawn, dragging the beast's body behind his horse. The tribe gathered. The old shaman whispered, "He is not like us. He is chosen. He carries the sky in his soul." And from that day, they did not call him child. They called him Khan. Chapter 2. The Brides of Sky and Earth. Time passed like clouds drifting across the sky. Oghuz grew tall and strong. His voice was deep like thunder over the plains, yet gentle like a whisper in the dark. He hunted not for sport, but to feed. He spoke not to boast, but to guide. One evening, as the sun melted into the grasslands, Oghuz sat by the river alone. The stars had just begun to shimmer, and the moon cast silver light on the water's surface. Suddenly, the wind stopped, the river stilled, and from the sky a beam of light poured down, not fire, not lightning, but soft, glowing light, pure and calm. In the center of the beam stood a girl. Her hair shimmered like moonlight. Her eyes held the stars. Oghuz rose to meet her. He said nothing. She said nothing. They looked into each other's eyes, and that was enough. That night he took her as his wife. The tribe whispered, "She is not of this earth. She is of the heavens." And so they called her the daughter of Skylight. Days passed. The winds shifted. One morning, Oghuz hunted deep in the forest. He came upon a clear spring hidden beneath ancient trees. As he drank, the water rippled. From the spring rose a girl, her hair black as earth after rain, her voice like flowing water. She smiled, and the forest grew quiet. Oghuz knew she was not of man, she was of earth. He brought her back, too, and the tribe now said, "The sky and the earth have blessed him. He walks between stars and soil." With his 2 wives, one of light and one of land, Oghuz Khan began to dream of more than the hunt. He dreamed of a nation, a world united, a steppe without end, and so a leader became a king, and the great journey was about to begin. Chapter 3. The 7 Arrows and the Call to Conquest. The wind returned. It carried the scent of dust, fire, and destiny. Oghuz Khan stood upon the hill, his shadow long against the evening sun. Behind him, riders. Before him, the endless horizon. He spoke to no one. But the earth listened. "I was not born to stay still," he whispered. "The world is wide, and my name has yet to echo across it." He raised his hand. In it, a bow curved like the crescent moon. Around his belt, 3 golden arrows. He called his warriors, men of snow, of desert, of forest, men who followed the sky and him. He spoke slowly. "These lands are not mine alone. The sky gave me strength, the earth gave me purpose, and now I take what lies between them." He placed the bow in the center of the gathering. Then he held up 1 golden arrow. "To the east," he said, "where the sun is born." He let it fly. The arrow vanished into the rising mist. He took the second. "To the west, where day dies." He loosed it. It soared and disappeared into the dusk. The third, "To the north, where the cold never sleeps." Again it flew. The wind took them all. His warriors stood silent. Oghuz Khan spoke again. "Wherever these arrows fall, we will ride. We will meet the people. We will test their strength. If they greet us with bread, we will eat. If they greet us with blade, we will conquer." His men shouted once, not in anger, but in unity. That night the fires lit across the hills. Horses were prepared, spears sharpened, songs sung low like prayers to the wind, and at dawn the hooves of the Oghuz roared across the steppe. The sky watched, the stars blinked, and the world, for the first time, felt the coming of a storm called Oghuz Khan. Chapter 4. the lands that bowed and the ones that burned. The riders crossed rivers, climbed mountains, and vanished into forests. Wherever the golden arrows had flown, Oghuz Khan now followed. The first tribe they met greeted them with bread and salt. Oghuz dismounted. He sat with their elder. They exchanged stories, shared songs. That night, their fires joined in the darkness. In the morning, they swore loyalty, not out of fear, but respect. The second tribe built walls. They refused to speak. They sent arrows into the wind. Oghuz gave them one chance. "We come with peace," he said, "but if you raise a blade, we answer with fire." And so fire came. The warriors of Oghuz stormed their gates. The ground shook with hoofbeats. When the smoke cleared, the banners of Oghuz flew above the ruins. He ordered no songs be sung of this. "Let the ashes remind us," he said. "I desire not conquest. I desire unity." In time, more tribes joined. Some offered gifts, some offered warriors, some offered nothing but silence, and even that he accepted. His name grew. From mountain peaks to desert valleys, the stars whispered his title. Chapter 5. Sons of the Khan, Sky Brothers and Earth Brothers. Oghuz and his 2 wives had 6 sons, 3 from the sky-born queen, 3 from the earth-born one. He named them not like other men. Each name was a prayer, a promise, a vision from the Queen of Light. Gun means sun. I means moon. Yildiz means star. From the daughter of earth, Da means mountain. Deniz means sea. Gök means sky. 6 sons, 3 who watched the skies, 3 who knew the land. They hunted, they learned, they followed him in silence and in battle. One night by the fire, Oghuz looked at them. "You are not mine," he said. "You are the world's. I was born to unite. You are born to guide." Chapter 6. The Great Division, 3 arrows, 3 paths. Years passed like wind. The tribes under Oghuz had grown too many to count. Peace reigned, but even peace needs shape. Oghuz called his sons. He held 6 arrows in his hand, but this time he broke 3 of them. "The world is wide," he said, "but unity is not in holding. It is in dividing with wisdom." He gave the 3 eldest, sun, moon, and star, the 3 arrows. "You are swift. You are fire. You will ride ahead. The world beyond is yours." He gave the youngest, mountain, sea, and sky, the broken bows. "You are strong. You are steady. You will protect the heart of this land." Thus 2 wings were born. The Uch-ok means 3 arrows. The Baz-ok means gray arrows. And Oghuz Khan's empire split not in war, but in wisdom. "Let no brother raise blade against brother," he said, "for the wind has many directions, but only one sky. Chapter 7. A Wolf in the Stars. The Final Vision. One night, under a sky full of stars, Oghuz sat alone. The fire before him was small, but its light danced in his eyes. His sons were men now, his people safe. The lands obeyed him, not out of fear, but love. As he looked up, the stars shimmered, then shifted. A shape appeared, a wolf made of silver light, walking among constellations, its eyes blue as glacier lakes, its steps silent thunder. It stopped and stared at Oghuz. He rose. The world fell away. He stood among stars. Before him, the wolf spoke. Not in words, but in memory. It showed him his birth. The first hunt, the fire, the arrows, his sons. Then it showed him sky, endless sky, without border, without fear. It turned and walked into the stars. Oghuz followed. His body, they say, was never found. Some say he flew, others say he turned into light. But those who knew, those who truly listened, heard a wolf howl from the sky that night. Chapter 8. Farewell to the earth. The tribes woke to silence. Oghuz Khan was gone, no trace, no sign, no body. His sons stood atop the sacred hill. They did not cry, they did not speak, for what do you say when the sky takes back what it gave? They built no tomb, no statue, only a ring of stones. And in its center a bow and 6 arrows. That night the stars shone brighter, the moon wept, and the wolves howled together as if remembering their father. Chapter 9. The sky receives Oghuz, and so the legend ends, not in blood, but in silence. Oghuz Khan, born of mystery, walked the world, united tribes, divided lands with love, and returned to the stars. But his name did not fade. It traveled in song, in firelight, in old stories told to children, and every time a wolf howls, or a warrior raises a bow to the sky, somewhere in that wind, Oghuz rides again. The end.